We're rocking with our opponent scout, and we're going over North Dakota State wide receiver Rajah Nelson, who I believe is their best weapon on offense. So we're going to look at what he did last year and talk about what we expect this year and how Colorado needs to play him.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumpin' prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking salsa? Do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumpin' prime.
What up, world? Welcome back to Buffin Prime. It's CT the Fan. We got T Cal. We going in the film room, and we gonna be talking about Rajah Nelson, senior wide receiver, North Dakota State, 5'9", 189, and this guy can ball. You know, you consider him an athlete. I mean, but he can play, but he fits both positions, the wide receiver and the running back. So it's like a natural thing.
And
so
returner.
Kick returner. That's right. He had 35 rushing attempts last season, 302 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a longer 76. He was averaging 8.6 yards to carry, which is wild. Then go to his receiving stats: 64 receptions, 629 yards, 3 touchdowns, a longer 40. He was averaging.
That's his career was 64.
Right.
Yeah.
31 receptions, 388 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was averaging about 12.5 yards a catch. That's crazy. And then you go to his scoring. 15 games he played, 4 touchdowns. He had 2 receiving. He had 2 rushing. And then let's talk about his kick return stats, because don't sleep on special teams. 15 games played. He had 8 attempts, 227 yards from 8 attempts. He had a longer 77 yards, and he's averaging about 28.4 yards a return. Rajah Nelson.
A lot as well. That is a lot as well. So yeah, don't let the stats fool you. His film is much better than his stats suggest. His stats could have been way better for a multitude of reasons. And I'm expecting them to try to get the ball in his hands more. Like, I can't imagine them not wanting the ball in his hands more. That'd be crazy, to say the least, because he's a playmaker. And you guys are going to see it here from the start. We're going to go over his route running, show how he impacts the defense, and then show him at running back too, because he can play both. And he's a guaranteed Sunday player to me, like, no doubt about it.
Wow. Big words. Guaranteed Sunday player.
Guaranteed Sunday player. So let's check out Rajah right here, number 3. So start it off. Gets free. He's good. He's a really good improviser. When the play breaks down, and I'll play it again so you can see it. When the play breaks down, he still tries to help his quarterback out. He's trying to move towards quarterback or move to a spot where his quarterback can find him open. You'll see that here. He's going to run a hitch route, stop right here, and then pivot out. Makes the catch, and then gets like an extra 15 after the catch. Dynamic with the ball in his hands.
So when you're a defensive back, how are you supposed to play on that? Like, when you got somebody that's an improviser receiver, because, you know, after he gets to his first route and he runs that hitch, then it's like, how are you supposed to guard against that?
So what we call it is plastering. And defenses do it. It's called scramble drill. So you're supposed to practice it. Hey, they run the route. All right, now scramble drill. If you're in zone, you're not going to turn and take a man per se. But in man coverage, he would literally like grab him and then try to stay on him no matter where he goes. Because I talk about all the time, when you're guarding a receiver, you can get keys to their route by doing this type of stem, things like that. You can't get no keys in a scramble drill. Right. He can make up whatever he wants to make up, and you got to stick with him. So it gets scary. And that's why you see in the NFL, college football, when guys can extend plays, that's how you see guys wide open, because they're able to get downfield.
So you think he was supposed to go to man? Because he's gone. I mean, he's separated from that cornerback. He was like,
the problem with plastering and zone coverage is then you give up your zone.
Right.
So if this guy was in a deep third zone right here, say we're playing cover 3, and we have a guy run here, or that's not a good example. So we're in cover 3. We have this guy start off running here and then runs a hitch. So he could drive this technically. Now scramble drill. He plasters. If this guy takes off here and these guys are still playing zone, let's say this running back leaks out here.
Oh.
Now there's nobody over there, and that happens. That happens.
Man, that'd be brutal.
Now, what I would teach in zone, honestly, if you can have your players disciplined, just stay in the zone. It's still all going to play out.
Okay.
Well, my coach used to always tell me, if we're all wrong, we're all right. You know what that means?
It means that we're all wrong and we're all right. I don't know what that means.
So say I call cover 2 here, right? As a coach. Say I call cover 2. All these knuckleheads do is play cover 3, even though I called cover 2. If everybody's on the same page and they communicated the wrong call, for them cover 2, they communicate cover 3, they're right. As far as they're okay if everybody's playing cover 3.
I see what you mean.
If everybody's doing it, it's fine.
Right.
But if there's one person wrong, that could be detrimental to the entire defense. But if 7 are playing the same wrong call, then
we're gonna be all right.
Absolutely. Whoa. This is a feature I did not. What is that? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, that's something new. But anyways, so we believe this is him right now in the backfield. Gets a carry, makes a cut, gets skinny through the hole, spins out of a tackle downfield. Looks like almost a 20-yarder.
Man, he definitely runs like a true running back, which is crazy because you don't see wide receivers like the way he's hitting the hole like that. That is not the way you expect a wide receiver. Is he a wide receiver or is he a running back? That's my question.
Yeah, he can play both. And somebody in Patreon, when we first posted a clip, they said kind of like Percy Harvin. Like Percy Harvin could have been a true running back and he could have been a true receiver. You don't have a lot of guys that can do that. You got guys that can line up here.
Right.
And get the handoff, but they're not actually a running back.
No.
He looks like he can actually be a running back. So here's at the bottom of the screen. So this is what we were just talking about. That's plastering.
Yeah.
It turns into scramble drill, and this DB played it perfect. Turns into scramble drill, and he's plastering because he is going to improvise. If he sees his quarterback in trouble,
right,
he going to find a way to get active.
And it looks like he was playing man coverage on him.
Yeah, he was man right
That's
there.
why he was able to
plaster. So he's the number 2 receiver in the slot right here. He can run by people.
Man,
he can flat out run by. And he doesn't start this. He does a little hesitation. So he starts out fast, then gives a little hesitation. You'll see it. He'll change height right there and then take off. And then he's just rolling at that point. Just rolling. Absolutely rolling.
I know the defensive back watched the film, and you obviously know this guy's fast. So it's like, why give this guy so much cushion and just didn't go like that? You know, like the defense back's playing almost like 9 yards off.
So
maybe 7 yards.
Giving cushion is fine against fast guys. The problem is you have to know. Remember how I talked about DBs having cushions,
right? As
far as breaking their cushion, your cushion is based on the speed of the receiver,
right?
So if I have a 4-3 guy,
it looks like you haven't set up.
Hold on. That started playing. I just set up my Apple Watch again. It's acting up. But if I got a 4-3 guy, this is going to be my cushion. As soon as he gets here, I'm opening up and running.
Right.
If I got a 4-6 guy, I'm okay with him getting closer. He shouldn't have let him get this close on him before he decided to open up and run. That's the problem here. And then that hesitation made him hesitate slightly. And then right there, it's
gone.
And he caught up to it. It's pass interference, but you got to give him props for, getting back to it. It didn't get called, so hey, it is what it is. But if this ball's thrown and leading him, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, the quarterback helped the defensive back a whole lot.
And I think that's the biggest benefit for Colorado as far as containing him is the quarterback has to get him the ball.
Right.
Okay, this should be him right here. Right there. Yeah. And there's another post route where now this corner's in cover 3. So cover 3 means he's deep. So we got 3 guys deep. all of these guys are playing underneath zones. So this guy's not supposed to just take off. Well, it depends how they coach it. He's not supposed to just sprint with that post route that he's running. He's supposed to squeeze it, meaning get tighter with it. Now, I was going to say he's not supposed to. Well, I said that he wasn't supposed to just, take off with it. However, if you're in cover 3 and you have no other threats, meaning no other receivers going to your zone, then you basically end up matching with this guy and taking him, man. So let's watch how it plays out. So he's supposed to be outside leverage. He's supposed to be doing all that. This safety's not providing any help.
Yeah.
Cover 3, he's supposed to be back there. So if 3 keeps, if he throws it over here, he's cooked.
Because you already passed the safety.
Yeah, no, the safety has 0 shot at making that play. Like, it's over with. It's completely over with. And they throw the ball to the other side. Where we got him here. He is right here in the slot. So he's not even really running a route this play. This is a run play. Watch this. Does not allow the guy to get back to the ball.
Wow. He didn't even give that guy a choice about being blocked. He said, you going to be blocked.
and this is the thing that people don't pay attention to. Not going to lie, when I break down receivers, sometimes I don't pay as much attention to the blocking. But this is important. This difference between a team winning and losing is a guy down here. Because if he gets off this block, he can at least make this guy make a move or slow down. And you got these 2 guys right here in pursuit. But since he can't get off that block, after he breaks that, he can walk into the end zone.
And he literally walks into the end zone.
Literally walks into the end zone. He got green socks on. Here he is. They set him up for failure right there. But he makes a catch on a drag route. And drag routes.
Drag routes are coming. Yeah.
Definitely coming. So we've seen him play everywhere. The number 3 receiver, remember when we do receivers, we count outside in. 1, 2, 3. We've seen him play at number 3, number 2, and now he's outside at number 1. We got 3rd down. Where are they going to run their routes at?
They're going to the sticks.
Right to the sticks. 3rd down, he runs his exactly at the sticks. Literally exactly at the sticks. He's at the sticks. He's a little short of the sticks, which is bad football because you catch it. Because if he were to catch it right here and get tackled, you're short. Versus if he catches it right here and gets tackled, it's a 1st down, even though he's wide open right now.
Super wide open.
They're playing cover 3 again. Quarterback really should take this throw. Easy 1st down. But he has that's not even the 6'7" dude. I don't know who that is. But he wants to try this, which is dangerous because like we just talked about in cover 3, this corner is going to be squeezing. And now the safety isn't below. He's back where he's supposed to be. And he's going to be squeezing to that route. Now, this is the guy from Iowa State that transferred to Iowa State. Eli Green ends up dunking on them both.
Yeah, Eli went up and got it, bro.
Yeah, he got it.
What does that tell you about the quarterback, though? So does he really take chances? Because, I mean, he could have taken an easy 1st down. But he went for Eli in double coverage.
3rd down, I'm looking right here. Let me see where the quarterback is. He's locked on him. He's not looking at nothing else but him.
All right, yeah.
Otherwise, he would have known that. But that's what we talk about. We talk about recognition. And, hold on. Let me see how they started this out. I like that. I like that a lot. So, we're going to talk some ball. I don't even remember what team this is. Remember we talked about 1 high, 2 high looks? This is 2 high.
Right.
So the coverages you typically expect out of 2 high are cover 2. Oh, this is lovely. Cover 2. Another one you expect is cover 4, where you got these guys as the 4 deep. The cover 2, these 2 safeties are the deep guys. And the corners are flat players, meaning they're playing low and everyone else is underneath. In cover 4, all 4 of these guys are deep. Both safeties, both cornerbacks are playing deep. And then these guys are all playing underneath.
Right.
And then you have cover 6, which is like this. This is how I play here. Cover 6 means cover 2 plus cover 4, or quarter, half. So we're playing cover 2 right here. And we're playing cover 4 right here. So that's what you're expecting out of these. Now they run cover 3 out of this too high, which confuses the quarterback. And I think that's why he missed his read. Because if this guy's running this, if Raja's running this route and it's cover 2, he's going to be covered. He's going to be in the flat right underneath him. And then this safety is going to be over top covered.
Right.
If it's cover 4, this guy's deep right here, but he has his flat player dropping right underneath it covered. And even if it's cover 6, it'd be the same over there. Now, if it's cover 2, which would be here, let's see, in there, I guess I still don't know what makes him want to take this shot.
And he was locked on from that shot. He didn't look nowhere else. He said, I got my guy, and this is what we're going to do.
And that's because this is how they played it. So he's the deep middle. He's outside. He's here. This safety is going to come down into the box and play this hook.
Mm-hmm.
So he's lined up like it's a 2 high, but he's really going to a cover 3.
Right.
He did his pre-snap reads, but this disguise messed him up. And that's why he wasn't looking here, because that was the route that's open. So you'll see it right here. He's going to drop down into the box, number 7. And then he's coming to the middle, and they're expanding into the cover 3. And for a second, this looks open, which you can fit this in cover 3 for sure. You can definitely fit in cover 3. But do I want to take that shot, or do I want the guaranteed first down?
That's what I'm saying. Are you going to take the guaranteed first down, or are you going for the – because that quarterback went for the money.
Yeah, and if would Colorado's DBs, if they are who we expect them to be, that's getting picked.
Yeah. Facts.
So now we got Raja at the number 3 receiver. 1, 2, 3 in the slot. See what he has here. Runs a out and up or wheel route. Has the balance to stay inbounds and get the touchdown.
How do you feel about his route running so far?
I like his route running. And I'll show it on some other clips later. I like how he steps on people's toes. And the reason this concept works is it looks like, they're in man for a few reasons. If you're in zone, you're going to squeeze. So basically what they're going to do, they're going to send somebody vertical, send somebody in, and then sneak him outside.
Right.
And if you're in man, then the switching of positions, guys can get caught up in it as far as the DBs. And if you're in zone, just like we talked about with the cover 3, these outside corners are going to squeeze. So they're going to squeeze this route down. They're going to squeeze everything in, which is going to allow him to sneak outside. This is great play design for this situation. Man. We got 3 guys guarding 2, nobody guarding Raja. Able to keep the balance and dive in the end zone. That's a tough play.
It's good on that balance, and man, he gets vertical and he goes.
Yeah, he's not trying to do too much shaking. Here he's in the slot. Bam. Sit down. It's a tough route. We're going to see this come into play later. That was underthrow by the quarterback there.
Yeah. He's got a couple of those so far.
Yeah. Yes, he does. This might be him. This might be him in the backfield. Yep. Oh, no, that's not him. He's up top. He is up top. And he ran a route. So he's going to come up here and step on this defensive back toes.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning he's breaking that cushion that we talked about. So he has to open up. And as soon as he opens up, he's about to come right underneath. Watch how it plays out. Open up. Bam. Right underneath. And he ended up having another receiver open. So he threw it there. Okay, now we got him at running back. So here's that running back. In the handoff. Cuts back inside. Gets vertical. That's a good run.
That's wild. One cut and gets vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
and
you think
a smaller running back.
Right. That's what I say. You think usually you want to get shifty, but each one cut and I'm going vertical.
Yeah, he's not losing his team in the yards. He's making sure he's getting back vertical. Yeah, he's running back again. Gets the handoff. Sets up his block beautifully. He gets downfield like a 20-yarder. Let me see what they're running right here. So we got the tight end slicing across here. He is not running outside. At no point is he running outside right here. The reason he's stringing this along is so he can get this guy out and allow 85 to block him at that angle. So then he can cut up field. And that's what it means when you hear announcers and people talking about setting up your blocks. That he set that block up. And like you said, he gets vertical.
And 14 came on an angle to get him.
Yeah, he did. Here he's at running back again, and he's going to get it in. Ton of running room. Cut. Stiff arm. Off to the races.
Man.
Off to the races.
Oh, discipline, right? Discipline. I mean, how do you beat that discipline? Like, he literally takes the ball, go around the edge. Where's the linebackers at? Would it?
They might have been in man coverage. Let me see. Where are the linebackers? Yeah, they're running a blitz. And this is what I'm scared about. So they're in man coverage. They ran a blitz. You get outside of that, it's just you and the DBs. Only one guy's free. And this receiver came from nowhere, number 5, to make that block. And yeah, then he just has to make one guy miss.
So watch out for that. You coming on the blitz, man. That's a cold play.
Yes, it is. We can see it from this angle. Yeah.
And he sealed that
blitzes
edge.
Can be very scary against the run game. I tell people that all the time. People think, oh, running, like when we talk about video games, they think, hey, just blitz. Nah, it can end up very bad for you.
That is my philosophy, by the way. Oh, you about to run? I'm about to blitz. I don't know why I think that works. I'm like, oh, you gonna run? So I'm a blitz. So
it can get scary. Here he is at running back. I think at running back. Oh no, he's at the top of the screen. I can always tell when he runs his route. He's right there. Sits down. It's zone. So in the zone, the quarterback's trying to find the hole in the zone. He could have thrown it early here, and man, he would have had room to run, but he doesn't. Gets it to, looks like it's tight end. So he's here in the slot, number 3, number 2 receiver. Goes vertical. And this is something you want to watch is how guys run certain routes. He's running this corner route, and he's putting some sauce at the top. What I mean by that is he's giving an inside jab before going out to make this safety think. Now, if I were to bet, had he really ran a post, I think he's cooked right here. But because he didn't even react. Now, if he knew the play, okay, I'll give him this. When a quarterback's rolling out this way in a sprint out, rarely are you going to get them throwing a post back across field. Like that's a hard throw. Most likely you're going to get something coming back this way, come back from this guy, something like that. So if he's seeing that and seeing the sprint out, all right, I got you. But he runs that route. And good route. And again, as a corner, you got to be looking, hey, what does he do for these routes? What does he do for this routes? Just to get a sense of what he likes. Right here, he's going to run a diamond release, but he goes too far out. The goal is to get this corner to open the gate and press, which he kind of ends up doing, but there's so much space here that the corner has time to get back in position. You can see a better release over here by number 0. He's tighter to him.
Right.
And runs a much tighter release and then gets underneath in a good position.
Yeah, good position to get the ball.
Yeah, ball is just a little late there. All right, now we have Northern Iowa. Yeah, I believe so. So he's out here at the top of the screen at receiver. And it's number 1. Both of these guys can fly.
Man.
I mean, both. It could have double touchdowns right there.
They definitely respect his speed, though. I mean, look at him. Just like it reminds me of that. Was that Texas breakdown we did? Oklahoma. Like, they respect his speed.
Oh, versus Xavier Worthy.
But
Yeah.
he just didn't. He just started turning and running.
Yeah, he took off running. He said, "I know what time it is."
Yeah.
Still got scored on. So here we got Rashad going in motion. They're gonna throw it to him in the flat. He does this crazy spin move that I don't know how he stayed up from.
How
Like,
come nobody
crazy.
followed him when he moved in motion? When he went in motion, is it because he
So-
stopped at the end?
Nah, so that means they're in zone, and that's a big reason. So many teams. That's a great question. So many teams do motions. That's why they do the motions is to see what the defense is playing.
Right.
If somebody follows you, okay, we know that they're in man. If somebody doesn't follow you, then we know they're in zone. So you see that happen a lot, and that's probably why they do it. But partially why they do it, because they do a lot of motions and to see, hey, what type of defense they're in. Because that's a big clue for the quarterback as far as what routes he's going to look at. Okay, nobody went with him. They're in zone. Cool. Well, now I can eliminate man out of my head, and now I know that we're looking at these. We're going to see him come in motion again. Get it in the flats. And yeah, it does this nasty, nasty spin in state. That was crazy.
Woo. You got to, boy. You got to have your eyes up to get this guy.
Man, it hurts my knees just looking at that. And I believe he's here at running back. Takes a handoff. Foot in the ground. Let's get vertical. He's a good running back, man. He's a really good running back. I think their starter last year's in the NFL now. But he can play. He's a do-it-all gadget. I'm not going to say gadget. He's just a do-it-all.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Swiss
yeah,
Army
he
knife.
running the route like he's supposed to be a running back, but he also catching it like he's supposed to be a receiver.
Exactly. He's running routes like he's supposed to be a receiver. Here he is here. Pivot, wide open. Quarterback throws it up top. Again, don't let the stats confuse you. He had more opportunities where he could have been making plays. Slot receiver right here. Oh, no, here's that running back right here. So he's right here at running back. They're going to leak him out the backfield, give him a wheel route. Throw it to him.
He was wide open.
Yeah, and it's are they in zone? Oh gosh, I don't know. There's nonsense going on.
Yeah, see, I was just trying to figure out like where.
Wide open, makes a catch and then spins out of it. Great play by him. Absolutely great play. Now he's right there, receiver. Runs a great route. Quarterback takes him shallow instead of leading them into the end zone. Gets down at like the 1. And this is a common route in cover 2. It's a cover 2 beater. It's a smash concept. So we got cover 2 here. Somebody in the flat, safety here. They're going to do a switch release. He's going to run the corner. He's going to go to the flat. And the quarterback's going to choose who he throws it to based off of this corner right here. This corner sinks back. He's throwing it to the flat. If he comes up to take this out route, then he's going to throw it to the corner route. And this is what Travis Hunter is one of the best corners I've ever seen at, is not only baiting quarterbacks, but being able to get to both of these routes. That's what makes him just incredibly different. And that's what he needs to be careful of when they play Colorado, because if he chooses wrong,
let him do.
You're going to hear the band playing.
Yeah.
You're going to hear the band playing.
That's what we want.
So you'll see it there. Good ball. And he almost gets in. He has the wherewithal to try to reach over the goal line. And here he is in the trips formation, the number 2 receiver. Seen that route before. Out route. Yep. Come back in. Good ball. Touchdown. He's good with the ball in his hands. Quarterback makes a hell of a play right here. Steps up. Is scrambling right and throwing back left.
Got him.
On the money. Touchdown.
Ooh, we got what, man? I'm starting to get PTSD from crossing routes. That's like I'm saying, bro.
They're going to have him. They're going to have him. There's routes are going in motion. On a wheel route. Was open for an eternity before he threw it. And he's really good at avoiding big hits. So
that's good. He's 5'9", 189.
You got to avoid it. Gets the catch. This guy's coming to try to take his head off. Still takes some of the hit, but is able to spin out of it and not have to take all of that impact.
Right.
And top of the screen, we got Raja. Great route. Great route. This is why I'd say he steps on toes. All the way up there, made him open up. Opens up, comes right underneath him. And he throws it up to a 6'7" receiver. No, he can't.
Yeah, can't be mad about that one.
Yeah, can't blame him. Top of the screen. Inside speed release. Ball should, this guy's open too for a touchdown. So, but if that guy wasn't open, ball should be out now, and he's scoring a touchdown right there.
So inside speed release, is that like just a slant? That's just as soon as it's high, I'm just running a straight angle.
So the releases are mainly it's about how receiver beats press coverage.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
That's why diamond release, like you can do pretty much any release for any route.
Right.
So there's no like, oh, I got it. Not really, oh, I got to do this type of release for this route. So, but people are creatures of habit. When guys do certain releases, they may do that certain release just for that route. So speed release is he's going to take a harder angle inside, which is going to force the DB. Like you can't move your feet anymore. You got to go and like try to run and catch up with him.
Right.
And it puts him in a bad. So that's what he did right there. And now he's playing catch up. He breaks right there. It'd be a contested catch, but he's definitely in good position there and had him beat on that play. Now we have empty, meaning nobody in the backfield. Got Raja right here at the number 3 receiver. Let's see what he does. And he's rolling from the start.
Yeah.
And this is how you impact the game without actually seeing it on a stat sheet.
Taking the top off
both of these guys.
Took him out.
He took both of those guys with him. Now, middle's wide open for 0. He just posted up there, and we'll watch it again. He was running right here. He was running. Both guys respond to him. He should not be turning right now. They're playing cover 4. He needs to be in his back pedal. Because had this guy, his route been up the seam,
right?
Oh man, decisions are going to have to be made, and you better hope you don't choose wrong on defense. But yeah, that's just the threat of him, how it can affect.
I wonder what down that was, because it looked like the guy, even though 0 was wide open, he didn't get enough for the first down. If it was 3rd down,
it's 3rd and forever. They got to get to the 12. Yeah, 3rd and forever. Which even more, that safety should have been backpedaling and not opening.
Right.
Good tackle, 7. Good tackle.
Like I gotta do something, huh?
Got to. Here he is, top of the screen at number 1 receiver. Another one sitting right inside the zone. Of course, he's a starer.
Yeah.
He's a starer.
0, you my guy.
He's a starer. He's a starer. And then he panics. And what did I say? He improvises.
Right.
I missed it looking at the quarterback. Comes down here. He's open. All right, quarterback's in trouble. All right, I'm going downfield.
Threw his hand up.
He's not even throwing to Raja. I think he's throwing to the other dude. Raja goes up, dunks on him. We'll see it from here. He's looking. Right, throws it. I'm
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's throwing to the bigger dude.
Dunked on. He's a playmaker, man. He's a playmaker. Here he is here. Number 1 receiver going to motion again. It's the motions we talked about. Bam. Comes across and really beat his guy inside. Ends up beating his guy inside. Ball could have been thrown. It's not. But he's definitely somebody that the defense respects for sure.
Right.
And has to be aware of. So that's what we got. That's 3 games of Raja Nelson. And he's a ball player, man. He's a ball player. He's electric with the ball in his hands. You talked about it. 28 yards a kick return, like 8 yards a carry. He can make plays. How are you feeling about him after seeing that?
Well, he's got my attention, and I'm trying to figure out, like, how would you, with that kind of speed, how would you play him? Like, from the defensive side, like what's the plan? You got to try to tackle him in zone. What worries about me in the zone is he's great at improvising, and I see that. So it's like, hey, because you remember, I like the other one when the guy, I was like, oh, they're just playing man. So he was able to plaster him, like you said. But I feel like that zone, if he's improvising like that, shoot, that could be a problem.
You just got to be disciplined in your zone as far as not chasing. You don't want to chase in zones, because when you chase in zone and you run to somewhere else, then that vacates your zone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, you just got to be disciplined. I expect Colorado to play zone against them because they have 2 running quarterbacks. And the last thing you want to do against running quarterback is be a man and have your back to him. Right. So I definitely expect them to be in heavy zone versus them. And the biggest thing is the quarterback for North Dakota State. Colorado has to stop him from having enough time to get the ball off.
So the pass rush.
The pass rush, and then the disguise and the coverages. Like that quarterback, once he knew that was cover 3, he should have known that based on how it was that Rashad was going to be wide open for that. It was like 3rd and 15 right at the sticks. Now the seam's still there on cover 3, but not how he threw it. So being able to disguise coverages and confuse the quarterback, I think that'll help a lot. I wouldn't necessarily game plan just for him as of now.
Because quarterbacks are more important.
You just got to show me, like, even though we've seen his skill set, I didn't see them utilize it. So like, you can have the greatest player ever. If the team's not utilizing it, I don't scheme for ghosts.
Right.
What that means is,
I'm
not gonna try to cover a receiver and try to stop a route or be ready to stop a route that I've never seen him run.
Right.
Like, if you beat me on something I ain't seen, then hey, fine, good job. You won't do it again. But I wouldn't guard ghosts. So no, I think they just play it straight to start, but you got to be aware of who it is. Like safeties, corners, you got to be aware of, okay, this dude's a little different. Or, if I see a corner struggling, I'm a safety. Maybe I shade a little bit more that way.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But dude's a baller.
Facts. Yeah, he's definitely a baller, man. He got them yards out to catch. They're improvising. That's what I worry about. She's got a mobile quarterback, and he improvised. And
2 mobile quarterbacks.
They can kill you with that. Like,
yeah, improvising is scary. So,
and you're right. And you said the second receiver looks just as fast as he does.
Number 1, he might be faster. He might be faster.
It's
I got some clips of him.
Man, like, how you gonna do that? You got to do it a lot of speed. It looks like North Dakota State is coming in with that speed. How do you play speed? Zone? You playing with the zone? Oh, because you got to counter.
Yeah, I'm playing everything with the quarterbacks. Yeah, and it's easy to stop speed and zone. But I'm sure they're mixing man. They're going to mix man and stuff up, just depending on what type of formations. It's going to be based on formations. But he's going to be a tough one for sure. And if y'all learned anything on this breakdown, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tapping into the channel. If you're not already, follow us on Patreon. That's where you get the exclusive access, the early access to everything, ad-free, private chats, private live watch parties, private lives, early access to betting videos, fantasy football, everything. So make sure you go in there. You can go in the description of this video or on our YouTube channel, and it's the description of every single video, or just go to Patreon and you can search Buffed and Prime. As well, we also offer YouTube memberships. You can join the YouTube memberships. Has the same tiers as Patreon, except they're higher price because YouTube takes more. So choice is yours. Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to us. And yeah, CT, what you got to tell them?
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, them boys, they put it down. I watch them every day. Hey, they gonna put you on a pedestal, but they gonna put you down there where you belong. They ain't gonna care for you. Nah, they ain't gonna care for you. Yeah, they gonna love on you. They gonna tell you what to do to get yourself better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, them my boys. Buff that prime. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby. Can't nobody stop us 'cause we buff and prime.